Hello everybody, this is Bumblebee, and I actually have a 4th gen battle and not a 5th gen fucking battle here.
Because the
For
Wi-Fi sucks.
yeah, yeah, Wi-Fi sucks in 5th gen, so this is 4th gen NU versus Rodrigo, also known as Lord Rod, aka that Mexican from down the street. So yeah, let's start this shit, I guess.
No, the cartel did not kill me.
Yeah, the cartel didn't kill him, so clap for that. We also got his friend who's been known as the person with the worst narration, not narrations, natures. Rod's got the worst narration, so yeah,
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
So yeah, battle starts off, we both lead with a Bastiodon, which was unexpected. And apparently we're both running special defense Bastiodon, and I win the speed tie and get up my stealth rocks before he can get off the taunt, so that's pretty fucking fun. I go
No,
for
it wasn't.
the
It was hell.
For you it was hell, for me it was great. So I decided to go into Gastrodon predicting like some earthquake or something, but he just takes his own fucking, like,
Rocks.
yeah, he just puts his own rocks up, and it's kind of bullshit. But I don't care, because nothing on my team is hurt too bad by rocks. And that surf actually didn't do as much as I wanted to. It was like, I was like, yeah, my surf's going to bring it down to, like, 13 health. And it didn't.
Special defense wall.
So yeah, he goes into this fucking Dragonair? Dragonair. And I'm like, what is this thing going to do? But I surfed on the switch in, and Rod seems to think that surf did a lot. I don't really think it did.
Well, I don't know how much damage it is.
Well, I didn't really think it did a lot. I mean, yeah, so he goes for a Dragon Dance, and I'm like, alright, I got Ice Beam, because I'm like a G like that. So, yeah, I'm not a G, I'm not black, but like, I'm going to go for Ice Beam, and I'm going to kill this thing, and he's going to be like, what? And I'm going to be like, yeah. And then he's going to be like, what? And I'm going to be like, oh, yeah. And I actually thought I killed it.
Then I was like, yeah, but then he was like, what? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, because Rod's like, what? And I was like, trollolololo, because I thought I killed it, but it lived with like negative 15 HP, and it goes for a Dragon Rush, and yeah. That's awkward.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he goes for his Dragon Rush and does like half damage, and I'm like, and he gets a flinch, which is gay, so I'm like, you know, I don't want to stay in against this fucking thing, because I know I can take another Dragon Rush, but I'll be at too low of health for my Gastrodon to do anything later in the battle. So I'll just switch out and go into Bastiodon and hope that I can take, like, a Dragon Tail and whatever else he wants to fucking throw at me. Or Dragon Rush, my bad.
That's 5th gen.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just getting my gens mixed up. Yeah. So,
forget about 5th gen.
that Dragon Rush doesn't do shit, as I was hoping it wouldn't. Get the lefties up, and I'm like, whoop, whoop. And then he goes for Waterfall, and I'm like, no, because I actually thought I was going to die because, yeah, +1, and I'm not defensive. But then I remembered, oh, yeah, Bastiodon's like a complete fucking brick house, which is why his nickname is Brick House. And I go for Iron Head, and, yeah, I go for Iron Head, and I get a crit, and I'm like, well, Rod's like, well, fuck you, and I don't know if the crit mattered. I don't.
Oh, he didn't. Just wanted to say fuck you for the hell of it.
Yeah, so he goes out into Poliwrath, and I knew it was going to be a Camerupt as soon as I saw the nickname. And I'm like, alright, I can't really do much to this thing with my team, but I can Toxic it and stop it from, like, doing too much damage. And, yeah, he gets that fucking rock polish up, which makes this thing even more dangerous than it already is. And I get the Toxic, and for once Toxic actually didn't miss for me, so I'm like, that's cool. And then, like, I get my lefties again, and yeah, stuff. And I'm like, alright, I can live in Earth Power, and I can go for Iron Head, but I misclicked and went for Taunt. But it didn't really matter, because I didn't live the Earth Power. So, that was awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't beat Poliwrath.
I can't beat Poliwrath until my next Pokemon comes in, then, yeah, I kind of beat Poliwrath.
Well, yeah, you ruined the surprise.
Hey. I didn't say that there was going to be no spoilers. So he goes for that first Fire Blast and miss, and I'm like, lol, and I go for Seismic Toss. Mostly because Seismic Toss is like, yeah, and I actually wanted to name this Dusclops the One-Eyed Monster, but apparently that was too many letters, so it was turned into the One-Eyed Man. And then I'm like, alright, I'm specially defensive. I can live at least one of whatever he fucking wants to throw at me. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna throw another fire blast, and he like basically like fire blasts in my eye. So now I have no eyes, so I'm the zero-eyed man, and that health bar's like at half. And I'm like, all right, well, you know, he's kind of dead. Yeah.
It was no target.
Yeah, there was no target. I was blind, man. I couldn't see. I got hit in
What about my avatar? I was right there.
Yeah, I got like hit in the eye by like a fire blast. So he goes into Electabuzz, and I'm like, don't know what this thing's gonna do. So I'm just gonna switch out and go into Gastrodon, hoping that he goes for a Thunderbolt. But
That was smart.
Yeah, he's smart. Don't let the Mexican fool you. He's smart. And he goes for Psychic, predicting the Gastrodon to come back in, and I'm like, what? And yeah, Gastrodon's defensive, but he's not specially defensive, so he's not taking that too well. And he's like, why did you bring me in? And I'm like, I don't know. Your name was Bubblegum. I thought you were Elastic, and you could like throw his moves back at him, but that wasn't the case. And it dies, and it's like, oh, well. So I go into Blaze the Magnetar, and I'm like, alright, I'm Scarfed, I'm Modest, let's fuck some shit up. And he actually withdraws, I guess, predicting the... No, he goes into Bastiodon, I guess. What was you wanting to see? I don't fucking know.
I wanted to see what you did. I don't want to kill my Electivire.
Yeah, so yeah, he
went... Electabuzz.
Yeah, Electabuzz, don't call him Electivire, his name's Evire sucks. You calling him Evire just makes him angry. So, yeah, he switches out into Bastiodon just to see what the fucking thing's gonna do, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, and I get a burn, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going for a flamethrower. Yeah. And I was actually surprised the first flamethrower didn't kill, mostly because stab, flamethrower, Modest, Magnetar with like 380 fucking special attack. It's nothing to joke with. But he goes into this fucking Poliwrath, and I actually thought it was gonna be a Politoad because its name was Ribbit, and he fooled me. Fooled me. So I'm like, alright, I'll go in the Dust Snore. This thing's probably going to fuck me up, but you know, it's the only thing I want to take a hit with. And I'm locked in the Flamethrower, so that's really not good. So, goes for the Earthquake, and I actually live the Earthquake with like 22 HP. And I'm like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, wait, I can't live another move. Yeah.
You're still blind.
Yeah. Still blind. He can't see. He just got like fire shot in his eye. He is blind. He can't see.
Waterfall cooled it off.
Waterfall did cool it off, but it killed it. So kind of yeah. So go back into Blaze because I'm that Scarf Modest Thunderbolter, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna kill this thing with a Thunderbolt. And then I was like, oh shit, maybe he'll switch back into Electabuzz. And I was thinking, well,
shit,
yeah.
right? I could have done that.
Yeah, I was thinking Electabuzz had, like, Evire's ability or whatever, but he actually goes for Vacuum Wave. I didn't see that coming, but Vacuum Wave actually did more than I thought it would do. But that Thunderbolt is going to kill it because it is a beast. And, yeah, so goes into that Electabuzz. Come on. Yeah, so he goes into Electabuzz, and I'm like, alright, Magnetar is basically a lost cause. I'll let him get whatever little boost he wants, and then I'll die. But my surprise, it actually doesn't have motor drive. It actually has static. So now thinking about it, I'm glad it didn't have static, because if I gave you +1, I probably would have lost. So yeah, goes for Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt brings it down a bit. He goes for Thunderbolt, kills me, and I'm like, alright, I have a way to win this. I'm going to go out into my handy dandy Mew, who seems to be an Espeon. So go
transform.
Yeah, transformed, man. Just does it whenever it pleases. So I go for Calm Mind, and I'm like, yes, Thunderbolt ain't gonna do nothing. I'm a champ. And yeah, he hits me with the Thunderbolt, and it does something.
Yeah, I actually did something.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I hope this Electabuzz isn't bulky in any way whatsoever, and I hope I can like kill it with a Psychic. And then I'm like timid, and yeah, I kill it with a Psychic with a Calm Mind. And I'm like, yeah. And I put like my super cool sunglasses on there. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, yeah. So it goes into Purdy. I'm Purdy. And it's a Mothim, and like apparently his Mothim was like scarfed, but Apparently, Scarfed Motham like does not outspeed a timid Espeon, so yeah, that's unfortunate. And I'm just able to hit it with a Shadow Ball and kill it. Last Pokemon of mine was Tauros, and the reason I didn't do the little team preview thing saying what I was scared of on this Pokemon is because this is 4th gen and team preview doesn't exist because it's gay. So yeah, this has been me, Bumblebee, and that has been my friend, acquaintance, person,
And most of all, Mexican.
Lord Rod. And that has been his silent friend in the background.
Okay.
So, goodbye, my friends. Peace.